You can visit us at www.tkvandy.com or give me a call at 850-866-9908.
And I really believe the next 2 or 3 years, you're going to be surprised out there if you've been in a house for, say, 10, 12 years, that your insurance company gives you a call and goes, you know what? We're going to drop you because your roof is getting old. And you can get on it pretty quickly, right, Kyle? If somebody's in a jam, you can probably get them pretty quick, get a roof put on.
Absolutely. We can help with disaster relief. We can walk you through the process of everything that you got to do. And, we can help you out. Just give us a shout.
He just took a Wildcat. We're okay. We're good with that. Wildcat, pick that up. No, you're good.
I'll take care of that.
Put him down, Tucker.
Tucker, go right in there.
Don't let him drink out of the mason jar.
Tucker and Kyle come to the
team. Put the lid back on your jar in there, please.
That's what I was just using the lid.
Some of that shine better.
Jim Beret, how you doing, Jim Bob? Everything good?
All right.
Jason Kovaleski, question for you.
Yeah,
you do such a wonderful job. Weightlifting, again, then reading up, saw a little article, I actually shared it. So I got a question for you. It's coming out now. It's a fact. You want to live longer? Lift weights. And not just lightweight. You need some resistance at any age. But they're saying now weightlifting is not only good for your muscles and joints and everything like that, it's good for your heart. Cardio, of course, we know the most important thing is probably the diet. I really believe that. Cardio, diet, and now weightlifting if you want to live a long, healthy life. Jason, it increases blood flow, improves blood pressure, lowers cholesterol, reduces the risk of heart attacks. They said even if you're older, even if you just do it 30-minute workout per week, just 30 minutes per week helps.
Yeah.
And the people are doing it 5-6 times a week are getting great benefits. But my question to you, do you agree with all this? And the other question is, to focus on the weightlifting to help the heart, give us 3, 4, or a couple exercises. People out there got heart issues that could start lifting weights.
Well, one thing is you don't really have to maybe do weights. It's just resistance training. So push-ups is something you could do even at the house.
Which would be like a bench press?
Right, 100%. So that's one thing you can incorporate. Body squats or squats of some, type is going to be really good because that's where you're pumping more heart away from your body, or blood, I should say. But resistance training, the reason it helps with your heart health is it strengthens your heart. Your heart's actually a muscle. It also strengthens the blood vessels. It increases stroke volume, so you can pump more blood with less stress on the heart. So it takes stress off the body and the heart. So resistance training, unlike cardio training, which also strengthens the heart, strengthens it in a different way so you can live longer. So that's actually
to me, tell me if I'm right or wrong because you're the expert. I am. But if you're doing the curls, and a lot of people just your biceps and stuff, but you do curls, I think that gets the heart pumping a lot too.
Anything will pump the heart. So what happens when you're in the gym is you're actually tearing muscle fibers. So the reason blood flow increases because your body wants to repair that. So you're in the gym, you're doing, curls, you're, bench pressing, that tears the muscle fibers. Your body increases blood flow to the area that you just tore. That's when refeeding after your workout, proteins, carbs, good fats, a balanced meal.
Yeah, there was a great documentary about
recover
with Arnold Schwarzenegger talking about that.
Generation
really?
Iron, I believe.
Yeah. And he still looks great. And he's had an open heart surgery. What's got his heart is the steroids are bad for everything. And I think that maybe what got the hustler,
Hulk
Hogan also. But
that is why.
By the way, I went back and listened to that segment. That was a great segment, by the way. I just want to throw that out there. Talking about Hulk Hogan.
Hell, I cried. I love that guy. I watched.
He was an icon.
Yeah,
he had faults. 100%. Obviously, we all do.
He was like the original American icon after John Wayne.
Right.
Yeah.
Think about that.
Yeah, and then after that, I would probably say Jason Kovaleski.
Yeah, 100%.
In that order. When you think, sorry, Jason.
Yeah, I was ripping my shirt off before him.
That's what
taking my vitamins.
That's what she said.
She did that to me. That long.
Hey, Wildcat, is that one of my toys he's tearing up in there?
Probably.
Ladies and gentlemen, when Kyle Vinegar is in the building, Tucker is in the building.
Tucker's having a good time in here.
Tucker Carlson's over here.
Beautiful. Hey, he did a good job last night. No, I take that back. It was somebody different. The guy was on Fox, was on.
Oh, no, you're talking about Greg Gutfield.
Yeah.
He was on Fallon.
Julie stayed up to watch that.
Yeah.
And he knocked out of the ballpark. He turned people, they liked him.
I watched him for a while. He's funny. I mean, that show's funny.
Him and Cyrus together.
Yeah. That's a big man.
Yeah.
Man, I had something.
Cyrus is coming to Dothan, I think, next week.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What, sign a book or something?
No, it's it's like when it's not just comedy. What do they call that? An improv kind of?
Yeah.
Well,
kind of like Kill Tony.
Yeah, I guess. But, he comes and he motivational speaks, but he also is comedic,
Like a town hall?
political. Yeah, one of those things.
Cool. You're talking about that, the Hulk and everything. They did one, and I watched it. I haven't watched the end of it yet, but it made me sad. The Andre the Giant, his life story is unreal. I mean,
they did I think a 30 for 30 is what it was.
I watched.
Yeah,
I don't know if I got all of it, most of it. But it was hard. I mean, people made fun of him and laughed at him. And I think Hulk was the one talking about it. Said, he was a friend. People would make fun of him.
But he was the most business-minded wrestler in the game. Everybody came to him, behind the scenes on, hey, what should I do? How should I go from heel to hero or hero to heel?
Yeah.
Because that was the big flip-flop. Like, how do you have longevity in the WWF at the time?
And wasn't he pretty good with his money?
So, man, I don't know from a financial standpoint, because it wasn't until he really got there that they started making a little bit of money. And then when Vince McMahon bought the other two genres of wrestling and consolidated into the WWF, they really started capitalizing, through TV.
Yeah.
You can watch that Vince McMahon documentary.
That was
it talks
great.
a lot about the business.
That was
But remember, they didn't really finish it.
No, they didn't, because right in the middle is when the sex scandal came out.
That's right.
And
That's right.
it was like he walked
I
away.
wonder how much money he's made in his
At least
lifetime.
Billions.
Oh,
Yeah.
I think more. Yeah.
He's worth billions.
And his wife is now.
Well, she was the Department of Education.
Still is, right?
Or Secretary of Education.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
she's great.
I think she was DO or Secretary of Education. I think she's not Secretary of Transportation.
No, Education.
She
still is.
Okay.
Yeah, she's clean. Yeah, she still is. I watched the other day. She's sharp, man.
Yeah.
I mean, they were successful.
They were a team. She was behind the scenes keeping him.
Right.
He was the Flash and she was the brains. I mean, I think together they were a killer combination.
Yeah,
You don't get that successful accidentally.
Man, I love talking wrestling.
I tell you what, I got hooked into it. I mean, even though I know it's not like Greco or some other types, but I got into it. I watched that stuff, and this is no lie. Ed Strickland in Montgomery, Alabama, they had it on Sunday. I think it was Sunday night. It was on citywide TV, Garrett Coliseum. Hardly anybody there, but still. Ed actually got out there and did that.
No way.
No, he did. And he was, he wasn't a very big guy.
Right,
he was a punter at Lanier and punted it like at 6. He's the guy that started the transfer thing. He's went to about 6 different schools.
Well, this weekend we just had SummerSlam, and Jelly Roll was out there wrestling with Logan Paul.
Here?
Well, it was in, I forget which state it was in, but it was on pay-per-view.
Right.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, SummerSlam it's the first time ever they've done a 2-night event, and Cody Rhodes.
SummerSlam. Yeah, I know
Cody Rhodes took the belt back from John Cena on John Cena's farewell match.
I went to WrestleMania 3, I believe, in Cincinnati.
You did go?
Yeah. It was like 80,000 people there. I think George Jones did a concert before it. And
dude, these things are massive.
It was Hulk Hogan.
Do they get pumped up?
Oh, for sure, 100%. Because even though it's scripted, it's still physical, it's still explosive athletes.
Bro,
I mean, it's crazy.
It's a bros soap opera.
Right, exactly. It's just like watching
Did
a
you
drama
go?
on
Did
TV.
you go the one up there in Ohio?
No.
Did you ever go?
No.
Oh,
But it was Hulk
John
Hogan.
Bob's a former wrestler.
Did you go to this stuff in Cincinnati? Did you go to this stuff?
Yes, I did. I don't
you
remember
enjoy it?
I don't remember the events, but
Well,
yeah,
I can
and
understand
even
that.
did
He
a
wanted to
live
take out Ed
broadcast.
Strickland.
Yeah.
Wildcat and Ed Strickland. In the winter against Manly. Could you imagine?
I put my money on Glenn.
Yeah. With a flying leg drop.
Unbelievable. That was good,
Coming off the
Jim. I
top
love
rope,
that. That was
dropping the elbow.
All right, we got two of these wonderful sponsors here. If you're looking for a new roof, it's Vandy Roofing, no doubt about that. The guy's incredible. Legendary family. I love that Biltmore house y'all have, by the way.
Yeah.
Jason Kovaleski, not one, but two great locations. Jason, one thing I love about your place down there, you can try it before you buy it. If it doesn't work for you, you don't get it. If it works, you believe in it, you buy it. Locals taking care of locals. Jason, tell everybody where you're located.
We're on 23rd Street in the Del Coronado Village, right there between Taziki's and Black Sheep Armory, and we're in Pier Park North next to Dick's Sporting Goods on the north side.
Wildcat, let's get some jewelry. You know, maybe Kyle wouldn't bought a dog, didn't tell his wife. Maybe he wants to make her happy. Where can he go to make that beautiful? His wife is beautiful. Where can he go to get some beautiful jewelry and get a deal?
Yeah, not break the bank. Where do I go?
I'll tell you where to go. You go to David Adamson Designer Jewelry. Take your old jewelry in there. Take your watch, get a new battery put in it. Take your jewelry in there, get it cleaned, get it inspected. All that's for free. And you can do it at David Adamson Designer Jewelry, 830 Highway 77, Lynn Haven.
You're down that way anyway. Head on down and see Pat Perno, the city commissioner of Lynn Haven. Does an incredible job. But go check out Beef O'Brady's Lynn Haven. People treat you like family in there. The food's incredible. TV's everywhere. The legendary Beef O'Brady's, keyword here is Lynn Haven. Get out there and have a great time. Also, talking about restaurants on Panama City Beach, the legendary J. Michael's Restaurant. Honestly, they need to have a Netflix movie, his life story. If you knew his life story, is incredible. It's just like the reason I love these people. Elvis Presley, James Brown. Go look at their life stories, what they went through. They had nothing, and they made the American dream happen. J. Michael's done the exact same thing. Their food is incredible. Legendary place by a legend himself, J. Michael's. The day special, Chris Fish, is grilled fish over a bed of rice, onions, peppers, special sauce. It's incredible. Go check it out today at the legendary J. Michael's Restaurant on Thomas Drive. We'll be right back. We got Kyle, we got Jim, we got Jason, and we got Taylor. Wow, Cat. Put that bottle down. 104.3 ES. You would think with
ESPN Northwest Florida. It's the Coach James Hale Show.
getting the penalties, not doing what the coaches told them to do, won't get off the field. I'm getting old.
Damn, Coach, you already been drinking?
I'm getting old.
I'm doing pretty good. I've already had my third beer. I'm feeling great. It's great weather out here. I'm a little worried about you. Every time I call in, you're a little confused.
I'm getting old.
Weekday morning, 7 to 9. ESPN Northwest Florida.
Good morning. This is Joanna with your weather forecast from ESPN Northwest Florida on this Friday. A variety of some clouds and a chance of thunderstorms this afternoon and evening with a wind coming out of the east around 8 miles per hour and a high of 85. Tonight, look for possible thunderstorms and partly cloudy skies with a temperature near 76. Tomorrow, a high around 85 and some clouds in the morning and then definite thunderstorms. This weather forecast is brought to you by Earthworks of Northwest Florida. Thank you for keeping that dial on ESPN Northwest Florida. Rely on it.
Take your next adventure at an award-winning Kia from Bill Bird Kia. Discover the new Kia. We invite you to stop by Bill Bird Kia and test drive the new 2025 Kia. You'll get the perfect balance of comfort, safety, and technology. The 2025 Kia SUV family has movement that inspires. Drive away today in a new 2025 Kia Soul, Seltos, Sportage, Sorento, or Telluride. Fuel the thrill and command the road in the luxury of a 2025 Kia K5 sedan from Bill Bird Kia. Performance, power, and design built for you. Spark inspiration in the all-electric 2025 EV9. It's a modern masterpiece, fast charging, rugged, and roomy. Bill Bird Kia is the original home for the 20-year, 200,000-mile warranty. Stop by 2435 East 15th Street, Panama City, or anytime at BillBirdKia.PanamaCity.com. We'll treat you like family and give you the peace of mind you can trust. Your local community dealer is Bill Bird Kia.
For the A.
Here comes the throw. It's late. Braves win.
Your spot for the Atlanta Braves on the Gulf Coast. Listen live nights and weekends. This is Braves Country. Now back to the Coach James Hale Show inside the J. Michael Studio. ESPN Northwest Florida.
welcome back. 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida. We were talking about the health with Hogan and everything. Jason, you mentioned something that said, well, everybody had issues. I just think it's just a man's world, and he took that to heart. Yeah. He did what he had to do.
Literally.
Yeah. Anyway, all right, question for you two guys, all three of you, all four of you. The game's going to be built up.
I had said good morning to Wildcat. Wildcat!
Good morning. I was busy. We had a little trouble with our Facebook feed and all that other kind of stuff, so I was a little preoccupied. I apologize.
How you doing, man?
I'm doing good.
I love you,
real
brother.
good. Love you.
All right, let's get back to it.
All right.
Are y'all okay now?
We're okay.
Y'all made up?
Good.
Yeah, y'all worked it out. You worked it out.
All right, go on with this silly little
I noticed something was going on early this morning. Y'all just didn't like y'all were happy with one another. Now I'm glad y'all are.
Well, I had technical difficulties back here, so I was preoccupied.
Yeah, that's what she's. All right, here we go. The question to you guys: the game's going to be built up huge. It's already starting. Number 1 versus number 2. The defending national champs are number 2, and the challenger that got beat by them last year in the playoffs is number 1. My question is the Heisman Trophy. The hype on Manning right now is incredible. I told Jim, we talked about this off the air.
Oh, no.
Watching Sayin come through because he was a Bama boy and we were recruiting him hard. You go and you pull up some of these little clippings of the camps they're at. He was actually better, and it's not me saying that. There's other people who had the same opinion. He was better than Manning. Manning has an unbelievable, huge name. There's no doubt about that. But just think about that. He's been coached by his family, his uncle, his grandpa. There's probably nobody. Yeah, nobody probably better with the techniques of throwing a football. My question to both of you, all of you guys, is this: first-year quarterbacks usually don't win a Heisman Trophy. I think it's different with these two because they're both going to be challenging for the national championship. They're going to be in the big stages. Can either one of these win the Heisman? And if it is one of them, which one is it? Two guys, first-time starters. All the attention is Manning. It's not. You don't hear hardly anything about saying. But truth be told, I think he's better right now. I might be looking like a fool in 3 weeks or whenever it is, 2 weeks, whatever. I'll start with you, Jason. Can both of them get it? One of them get it? Or do you think, no, neither one of them going to have a shot at the Heisman regardless?
I think both of them are in the top 5, so you can start there. I mean, Sayin's going to have the best weapons in college football to throw to. You got Jeremiah Smith, you got Carnell Tate, both projected first-rounders, maybe the best wide receiver to ever play in college football. And then you got Mylan Graham and Brandon Ennis as the third receiver. Then they add Purdue's tight end, Max Clare, is one of the best tight ends in the country, to that, lineup, and you got all the weapons in the world. So if he just distributes and doesn't turn the ball over, he's going to be in there. Manning's got all the hype. We just don't know what he's going to be from the pocket. He can run. I mean, I think he can throw, but we haven't really seen that. We haven't seen it from either one of them, so they're both unproven. But, Manning's got it all. We just don't know what it's going to look like. He couldn't beat out yours. That's the only thing that kind of gives me hesitation because yours wasn't great, and, they were in the playoffs. He had opportunities to come in and save that team. So if he was that good, I thought he would be on the field a little bit more. They did it with Chris Leak and Tebow.
The old ball coach. Yeah. Saying some of the things you guys are saying right now.
So absolutely, they're going to be the leaders in the clubhouse, coming into the season to win the Heisman. But I think a guy like Jeremiah Smith, who everybody thinks is the best player in college football, has a real shot outside the quarterbacks to win it this year. Because last year he didn't win the Blitnikoff, which was laughable. I mean, they gave it to Travis Hunter, which he's a great player. Don't get me wrong, but he's not on the Jeremiah Smith level as a wide receiver.
For that to happen, for a wide receiver to win it, when Devontae Smith is the last one to do it, and it'd been years before anybody else had done it. But I remember watching a game, and it was on that. It might have been. It was a big game. It was national TV, and one of the guys said, "You know what? People really got to start considering him for the Heisman Trophy. He's probably the best player." Once one of the reporters said that on national TV, it kind of spread. That was kind of the narrative.
Yeah.
And the best. Yeah, I'm with you. Well, I'm gonna tell you what. Downs is as good as anybody else in his position, also, but he is the best player in college football, I think. 6'4", 230, can run a 4.3 40. He's a freak of nature. Jim, what do you think of these two guys? Do you think one of them can win it?
Well, just like every award and every preseason poll, you got to start with somebody. You got to put a name out there. These are the teams we think are going to be good. These are the Heisman. So you got to start with somebody. And to me, the most natural name out there is Manning. Of the two, I think Manning has a better chance to win it. But you got to have stats and you got to have big wins.
So if the weapons show up,
yeah. So if Manning doesn't beat Ohio State and is just so-so, to me he has no shot. But if he beats Ohio State and plays really well and puts up a lot of yards and all that, I think Manning will win it. I do.
That's the best point. Whoever wins that game is going to be in the driver's seat.
Yeah.
I mean, Ohio State comes out there and blows them out, Sand plays well, he's going to be in the driver's seat, and vice versa with Manning.
But like I've said before on here, every coach out there, every program out there wanted Julian Sand.
Mm-hmm.
Every single one of them. He was the number one ranked quarterback in high school football. And he went to Alabama because he wanted to play for Nick Saban. And they've even interviewed him. I mean, he's admitted this. The reason I went to Alabama was to play for Coach Saban. And when he left, it's like, oh, what do I do now? So he was looking for a place that would develop him. And obviously Ohio State's developed some pretty good quarterbacks. So is it possible? Yeah, but I think of the two, Manning has the best shot just because of his name.
Kyle. Oh, yeah, 100% because of his name. You know, I hate to be political about it, but, you know.
The truth.
It's the truth.
It's the truth.
It's definitely political.
Sands in the back seat right off rip because, you know, he's a Manning.
Right.
You know, and Arch is, I mean, you couldn't said it better than you said it before. I mean, if you couldn't have taken over yours, which was a 5th, 6th round draft pick. 7th round draft pick.
7th.
You know, I don't know. I'm 100% behind. And Jeremiah Smith, I think that dude's he's
good. If you take the weapons from Ohio State and put them on Texas, I flip my whole, view of Manning in general, just because you don't have to be great to distribute to Max Clare, Jeremiah Smith, Carnell Tate. I mean, they shut down Jeremiah Smith in Texas. Carnell Tate had 11 catches for 89 yards and a touchdown. So you can't just focus on one guy, and that's where Julian Sand, to me, might have the upper hand. And I think he's a better passer than Manning. I think he proved that with the elite.
Well, I'll also tell you too that C.J. Baxter is healthy again, and they got those two killer backs. I forget the other guy's name at Texas, but C.J. Baxter, he played under Josh at Edgewater. With him coming back, he's got a strong backfield, and I think it may kind of give him a little bit more cushion where, Ohio State, their receiver core is just nasty.
I'll say this. You're going to think I'm nuts. Manning might not be the 3rd or 4th best quarterback in the SEC. I'm telling you.
I don't think that's nuts.
Florida's quarterback, I think, might wind up being the best.
Though.
The kid at South Carolina, guys, go watch him.
Yeah.
He can play. And another one that might have an unbelievable year, he might be banged up right now as we speak, is what's the LSU guy?
Gus Meyer.
Gus Meyer, man. He put up numbers last year. They're supposed to be good this year. So those three right there might be better. Who knows?
I mean, they might be. Nussmeier especially, because he's going to have a lot of weapons. They're going to have opportunities to throw the ball. I mean, he's a veteran quarterback. Brian Kelly trusts his veteran quarterback, so they're going to throw the ball around the yard. And they've always had wide receivers. Yeah. I mean, you'll get a guy, and look who the best two receivers in the NFL are. Both LSU graduates and played on the same team.
Jim made a great point. When they start out, you got to throw names out there. Nobody's getting thrown out there like Manning. This is the list that he's on. This is his part of it. The Walter Camp Player of the Year, he's already on that. Maxwell, best all-around player, he's on that. Odds to win the Davey O'Brien, he's on that. He's got one of the best odds on that. First team All-Sports All-American, he's on that. Best odds to win a national championship, he's right up there. I think it's plus 700. I mean, you're right. Every award out there, his name's right there with it.
Let me add something to this Manning discussion. Arch Manning, the original, the granddaddy, has already said that Arch, the grandson, will be back at Texas next year. So
I was surprised by it.
If he wins the Heisman, does he come back for another year?
I was surprised he said that. I mean,
I was surprised
very
too.
low expectations for him, and not really.
That's
confident.
what I'm saying.
This is your 3rd year. You've been in the program 2 years. You've been sitting and watching and playing a couple snaps here and there. If you're that good, I would
Why
expect
would he
to
come out and say that
and kill
I
it
don't
this
know,
year.
But he did. I was
win a
surprised.
national championship, win the Heisman, and go into the NFL.
He's gonna get shocked. He was gnawing on that damn electrical cord. Hey,
come here.
Hey, you ever see Christmas Vacation? We got a technical difficulty right now. Okay, what are you doing? Anyway, great point, Jim.
The real star of the show right there.
I'm on court.
Now, you talking about, though, now I'll say this. Texas has got a lot of big games that they're going to be on TV. Ohio State's got Penn State's going to be a huge game. Texas is going to be a huge game. The rest of them not near as big as those two, I don't think. And there's the Big Ten championship game, where Texas has got Ohio State, it's a huge one. They got the Oklahoma game, that's a big rivalry game that people will be watching. The Georgia game's going to be pretty big. Florida have a lot of eyes on that ball game too, especially if Florida's good like I think they're going to be. I would say if out of those two, I'd give it to Sayin. I think people are going to be surprised how good he is.
I think it's going to depend on week one. I mean, that's a big, out of conference early season game just for.
We didn't even mention Clemson's quarterback.
That's
Dabo's going nuts about him. And that week one game, everybody's going to be watching that game also.
Klubnik.
Yeah.
Klubnik.
And they know
Dabo said they could be 16-0.
How about Dabo predicting they're going to go try to be 16-0?
We've been 15. We're going to do it. I like the positive thinking, but
I like it, but I just don't like when you're putting stuff out. You're putting yourself out there for failure. I mean, same way with Brian Kelly and LSU.
And that's different. He grew up with Stallings. They all, like Brian, they badmouthed. Well, hopefully we'll be all right. They never came out and said stuff like this.
I got a sleeper, Carson Beck, and I know you're probably getting tired of hearing about Miami, but if he's 2 years ago, Carson Beck, this Miami team's actually really good in the trenches. I mean, offensive line, defensive line, they always recruit well.
I don't think his head's in the ball game.
We'll see.
You see what he's doing down there?
It makes me nervous. It could go either way.
Looking good there, baby. I like this beach.
He did break up with his girl, so maybe he's about
He saw some other pretty ones down there.
You got a Lamborghini at Southern Miss, didn't you?
Oh, yeah, twice.
Yeah.
Miami will take your soul from you, right?
both ways. And spit you out.
What are you laughing about? Do you think it's funny?
Obviously.
You got a Plymouth Valiant in Hattiesburg.
I'm being sued now. They want their money back. All right, let's talk about some of our great people. We got so many of them. Appreciate all these wonderful sponsors. Make sure you go out there and support these wonderful people. Dr. Ward, the legendary Dr. Ward, I've been operated twice by him. He's incredible. Down in Lee County, they found it. They numb you up. They sit you back outside for a couple hours. I think they charge by the shot. Then they bring you back in. We're going to have to numb you back up again. I was like, you got to be kidding me. Dr. Ward, that didn't happen, man. You go in there, they got it out. Both times they got it out the first time. If it doesn't look right, doesn't feel right, Jason, you got to get down there. No kidding, you got to get down there. 5 minutes can save your life. He's got offices throughout the Panhandle of Florida. Dr. Ward every Wednesday, 7:30, right here on ESPN Northwest Florida.
And let me say, early detection is everything.
You should know.
Cancer person myself, a cancer survivor, I guess is what I am.
Yes.
Early detection is everything. Go see Dr. Ward.
Go get checked. Go get a physical at least once a year. Men, female. I don't care how old your kids are. Get it done. Also, don't forget about Mexican food. You want to have a great birthday party? El Rodeo Tequila Bar and Grill, right across the street from the Navy base. That's where everybody's having birthday parties. Huge facility. Thursday nights karaoke. The best happy hour anywhere. Buy one, get one free. House wine, draft beer, and yes, margaritas. Go check it out. You think I know you'll have a great time. All right, we'll be right back. 104.3. When we get back, Jim Brandt, FSU update brought to you by Newbies.
Have you ever wanted to reach out and smack someone?
Sit your ass down and shut up.
Call or text the Afternoon Underdogs on 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida with your rants, hot takes, picks, and takedowns.
This is unacceptable at the University of Alabama.
This should go 7 games. You've got to have a bad game at some point.
The Red 70s studio line, 850-215-6290. ESPN Northwest Florida. Get in the game.
Saturday, August 16th. Come to the sneak peek land sale at the Ranches at Creekside Preserve and get your gorgeous 20 to 50 plus acre estate in desirable Baldwin County on sale from only $139.9. That's right, get 20 to 50 plus acres in Baldwin County from just $139.9 with excellent financing available. Ranches at Creekside Preserve features private large acreage tracts with beautiful woodlands, rolling meadows, and a peaceful creek, all all surrounded by pristine natural beauty and abundant wildlife. It's your opportunity to live in Baldwin County, Alabama, one of the fastest growing coastal counties in the U.S. due to low taxes and a low cost of living. Don't miss out. Come to the Sneak Peek Land Sale at the Ranches at Creekside Preserve and get your gorgeous 20 to 50 plus acre estate in desirable Baldwin County on sale from only $139.9. Call 877-888-1415 or visit CreeksidePreserveAL.com. CreeksidePreserveAL.com.
Anthony's Dream Collection isn't just an art gallery. It's a creative hub dedicated to transform your spaces and elevating your brand. Anthony's Dream Collection offers a comprehensive suite of artistic services designed to leave a lasting impression. Paintings on canvases, walls, and next-level graphic design services. Level up your home, office, and business with our one-stop shop. Visit Anthony'sDreamCollection.com for more information. That's Anthony'sDreamCollection.com.
When he played football, helmets had not been invented yet. Players played both sides, and quarterbacks weren't afraid of needles. It's the Coach James Hale Show, live from the J. Michael Studio. 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
Florida State. Woo! Let's bring him on now. Where has he been? I've missed him. I love this young man. Florida State. Woo! All right, let's bring him on right now. The People's Caller. I have missed you. The one and only Michigan Eddie. Good morning, sir.
Go Blue, Truck Series, Arizona. We're going to back to Tyndall. Hey, you got TK Vandy on, right?
Yes, I got Vandy on. Are you being summoned?
It's ironic. So on my way to Tyndall every day, I pass by First United Methodist Church, and I see his billboard because they're doing work on the preacher's church, and I see the billboard every day.
Yeah, so, First United.
Yeah, First United. Yep, I drive by there every day. I like going by the water. I'm from Michigan, so I take the scenic route to work every day, and every day I see your billboard, TK Vandy.
I appreciate that. You know, it's a therapeutic thing to do, to drive by the water every day.
Especially when I see the freighters and stuff going in and out of port. It reminds me back home on the Great Lakes. You know, growing up on the Detroit River, St. Clair River, and all that. So
I did a little work up there in Michigan, Sault Ste. Marie, Michigan. We did the Coast Guard station up there about 15 years back, and I really enjoyed it. We were up there during the summertime.
It's beautiful up there.
And actually, that's where I taught one of my dogs to, because right there on the finger pier where they had, that's where we taught him to throw the frisbee and the dog jump real far.
Yeah.
Man, he could have been on ESPN dog jumping competition. Not this one that I got, though. Not Tuck.
Did you go to the Sulaks and all that? Go to Mackinac and all that stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. That's beautiful, man. You guys stay at the Grand Hotel, Mackinac Island, because they don't allow cars and stuff. It's all bikes and all that on there. And Grand Hotel's like historic. That's where all like the presidents and the governors and all of them go, man. It's historic, man.
Yeah, it was such a great time.
You gotta get the fudge and then go to Traverse City, go to the dunes and all that. It's beautiful up there, man. It is.
Yeah.
So and then hey, if you want to taste the Michigan, go to Kilwins and Pier Park and get the Superman ice cream. Best ice cream ever, man. Just saying.
I wish I had some.
Why is this Ohio State fan yawning over here? You better stop, bro.
I just don't like where.
Because Michigan, regardless of our politics, is probably one of the best states in the country.
Regardless of God. That's like saying,
I enjoy
despite all the
worst governor.
Beautiful.
With the worst governor that ever lived.
I didn't bring up Sault Ste. Marie. That was TK Vandy, man.
Didn't your governor fake their own like kidnapping?
Yep, they did. Governor.
There you go. Congratulations. Great state.
They call her Hitmer, or another word I can't say on the radio. My family back home cannot stand her. But anyway, that's another story.
Just because you're a good American. That's why we love you.
Yeah, that's right.
But now you're down here in Florida, baby. Right. Greatest state on the planet.
Yeah. So I'm interrupting that message update because I'm going to work right now, and then I'm moving Bubby into UF today.
Oh, nice!
So I'm going to Gainesville. So
God's country.
And move her in. So
yeah, cool, man.
No, God's country's Ann Arbor, but it is what it
Oh
is.
Lord,
God was a cheater.
Yeah. Hey, you know what? You know what? They destroyed Alabama Ohio State, so they own us. You know what? You're right. That's God. You're right. I got to give you credit.
Ann Arbor is beautiful. You can say what you want. I mean, regardless, but it is. It's a beautiful city, beautiful, beautiful campus and all that. So anyway,
like sewage.
So anyway, well, talking about the Columbus. So one of my buddies is an instructor at the ASB for F-22s. You know, he's retired and all that. He's a Buckeye alum. And he's actually going to the UW OSU game out in Seattle. And I've been telling him, I go, you got to find someone with a yacht, because you know how San Francisco Giants, McCovey Cove, and all that, they have all the boats out there. Well, it's the same thing outside Husky Stadium. You have all the boats out there, so you got to get a yacht and tailgate on a yacht before the game.
What happened to the FSU update?
This is it.
This is it.
No, we're going to do it. We're going to do it. We'll do it in a minute.
This is called filibustering.
We got to wake everybody back up. Play
Who
that.
cares about FSU, bro? We're talking
Play the
about Big
Flintstones?
Ten and all that.
Yeah,
Probably 90%.
Everybody's asleep right now, running off the roads. Oh, go ahead. We're sorry.
Yeah, go ahead. No, I'm just
talking about all the tankers.
Hey, listen. What are you hearing about high school football? I know they've got it cranked up. Is Mosley going to be pretty good?
Yeah, I've been out there a little bit. You know, Eddie is no contact still, so I'll be honest with you. You know, I don't know if he's going to actually take a snap this year. You know, I got to make sure he's 100% and at least save his baseball season, you know, for 4 years and all that, and then come back in the spring.
I hate that for
stronger
him,
than ever.
I hate that.
So
for
I mean,
him.
I got to do what's best for him. You know,
Yeah,
I
you
mean,
do.
I wish things were different.
Yep.
And someone told me yesterday the comeback is stronger. Well, however that saying is, and all
Next
that,
man up.
and then someone, one of my mentors, one of my heroes, told me things don't happen against you; they happen for you.
That's
So
right.
I'm trying to keep that in perspective. But
Thank you very much.
I got to do what's best for him and his future. You know what I mean? So
I would
I
say
can't
this.
put him out there. You know,
It's not the worst thing in the world as a freshman, maybe to sit around and watch and learn and consume a lot of football and just learn how to watch film, practice techniques. Because I got thrown into the mix at a very young age on accident. One of our quarterbacks was ineligible, and that was probably the worst thing for my growth. So I know the injury sucks, but it could be something that could set him up for success down the road.
And that's the whole deal. While he's practicing every day, doing all the things, he's learning the coaches, learning the system, getting camaraderie with his teammates, and not do a Michigan thing, but the team, and it'll pay off eventually. So It's just it stinks right now, but it's up to the Lord. Maybe he might get some snaps in towards the end of the season. I don't know, but we'll see. But right now, it's just that's where we're at on that.
He's such a great kid, hard worker, a team player. He's going to be outstanding.
Yeah.
It's true. It is. It doesn't have two heads
Mosley's a
for
good
you.
program.
He's going to be fine. He will be fine.
Very stable over there.
Yeah. And I tell you what, you and your wife done a great job with all your kids. I'll say that up front. They have well-mannered. They always got smiles on their face. They're good people. His daughter used to work up at J. Michael's. Loved her.
And she's going to UF?
TK Vandy, First United Methodist, passing it by right now. Saw the sign, just saying. Anyway,
Appreciate you, bro.
Anyway, so Kenley actually has a golf tournament this weekend on the Emerald Coast Junior Golf Tour at Bay Point, home course. So hopefully she'll have a good thing. I'll miss day one tomorrow because I'll be driving back from Gainesville. But
have they done anything with that Paloa weeds that they got on the greens out there? I know the last few charity tournaments that we played out there at Bay Point, it's kind of been a little.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And they've
been doing a lot of work out there. They redid the range and all that. She goes in with Coach Jay. That's her personal coach out there. But they've really done a lot of great stuff out at Bay Point. I haven't seen it personally, but I've heard that it's been really, really, they're fixing it up really, really nice and improving stuff and all that. So, but it's good. I'll find out more on Sunday when I'm actually there on watching Kenley play. So
go by and watch him practice and give us an update. What's going on?
I do. I was out there yesterday. Yeah, they're working hard. They're out there. you got the freshman team on one field, and then you got the combined JV varsity on the practice field over there, where I think that's where the freshmen and JV actually play their games on that field, and they've been practicing really hard, and they from what I see, they look great.
They got 140. They got 140 kids out there right now currently.
Nice.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, listen, we got to take a break. We certainly appreciate the FSU update. That was outstanding.
That's the best one we've heard in a while.
Yeah.
Hey, you feeling better? You doing okay?
I'm all right. Just on medication, doing my crap, going to work.
Yeah.
I can't stop living. Still got to work and be a dad and husband and all that, man. Just been driving around, being a chauffeur. Deanna's the same, being a chauffeur and all that, and doing what we got to do. And then, like I said, I'm going to work today, put some hours in, and straight from Tyndall to Gainesville. So
we're looking forward to that day when you walk in here unexpected. That's fun. We like those days.
3 weeks from college football, though.
Get ready, baby. Get ready.
Hey, I'm looking forward to week one. It'll be good, and then because you got UT, the Buckeyes, right?
Yeah.
First game for you guys, and then
I'm excited about college, but man, I'm
Mexico.
excited about high school.
Yeah, I am too.
Especially here in Bay
I think some
County.
good teams going to be here. I think some teams are going to surprise people around here.
Me too.
I've heard a lot of good things about Bozeman and their practices and some of the players that are coming in the store. So, and Mosley's always going to be good. Bay High, I've worked with Jeremy. I know they're in the weight room killing it this offseason. So I'm excited.
Yeah.
Arnold, too. I mean, they had a great season last year. See if they can build on that.
Yeah. They can. And
then we got Andy Siegel over at
we got to take a break. All right. We'll talk to you later, buddy. Thank you, sir. Appreciate you, man. Love you.
Take care. Love you guys.
See you, man.
Bye.
Speaking of high school football, this legendary doctor, one of the first ones trained robotic surgery, Chad Mitchell, 26 years this fall. 26 years covering Bay County athletics. Unbelievable. You don't have to be a great athlete to call Chad. Call, make an appointment. He'll see anybody. The guy is incredible. Listen to Chad Mitchell every Monday right here on ESPN Northwest Florida. I haven't got to them yet. Stevenson Air Condition, and I'll talk more about them in just a second. They are number one, not even close. Hey, if you're building, if you're a builder and you're building new buildings and things like that, don't make a mistake of some national company. You go with local people. You go with Stevenson Air Condition. They are incredible. Most honest, hardworking people out there. That is Stevenson Air Condition. That's why you see that truck everywhere. Also, Steve's Bike Shop, another local coach here. They've been in business since 1979. The electrical bikes are taking over the world. You want an electrical bike? Go by Steve's Bike Shop. They got a great, huge selection. They work on them. They sell them. The old-fashioned bikes. They do it all. Right there on 23rd Street. Again, Steve's been in business since 1979. He's doing something right. Also, Vandy Roofing. We got the legend here right now. But I want to tell you something. You want your yard like a golf course? It can happen. Pat Perno, you need to get with Pat.
I will.
They'll come out. They'll solve any problem you've got. They'll come up with a game plan. They'll score every time. It's going to look beautiful. Mine looks like a golf course. It's gorgeous. Also, if you're getting insects in your house, Pat can make those go away. Listen to Patrick every Monday right here, 8:30 on ESPN Northwest Florida. His beautiful daughter is a cheerleader at Mosley High School. Locals taking care of locals. That's what we deal with every single day. Go support the local people here in Bay County. We'll be right back. 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
The game going with ESPN Northwest Florida. Just because you get out of the car doesn't mean the Sports Talk and Line play-by-play have to end. Just say, hey, Alexa, open ESPN Northwest Florida. From Michigan Avenue to the man cave, from the car to the kitchen, we've got you covered. Keep the game going. Hey, Alexa, open ESPN Northwest Florida.
Good morning. This is Joanna with your weather forecast from ESPN Northwest Florida on this Friday. A variety of some clouds and a chance of thunderstorms this afternoon and evening with a wind coming out of the east around 8 miles per hour and a high of 85. Tonight, look for possible thunderstorms and partly cloudy skies with a temperature near 76. Tomorrow, a high around 85 and some clouds in the morning and then definite thunderstorms. This weather forecast is brought to you by Earthworks of Northwest Florida. Thank you for keeping that dial on ESPN Northwest Florida. Rely on it.
Bestway Portable Buildings has been your portable building specialist since 1989. Before you invest your hard-earned money someplace else, owner Jason Mulder invites you to stop by Bestway and get a quote on just about any size building. And whether you buy with Bestway or not, it's worth the trip just to meet Bestway Buddy. Say hello, buddy. Good boy. Bestway Portable Buildings, just north of Harts Marine on 231, and online at bestwayportablebuildings.com. The best in portable buildings. Tell them Buddy sent ya.
Los Rancheros has been doing it right for 20 years. Los Rancheros brings a top-shelf dining experience to you with the opening of their beautiful new building. Watch all college and pro games on Los Rancheros' 14 large-screen TVs with great drink specials daily from 2 to 5 and during all the games. Los Rancheros, the place for live sports and great food on 23rd Street between Jenks and Harrison.
This is where heroes are created, legends are born, and dynasties forged. The Sports Talk Monster, ESPN Northwest Florida. Now back to the Coach James Hale Show inside the J. Michael Studio.
Florida State, Florida State, Florida State. Woo! Cut. Okay.
This is what's known as deja vu.
Take two.
FSU.
Yeah, this is Groundhog's Day here.
Deja vu FSU.
That movie's great.
That's good.
I love that movie. I watched it about 15 times.
Yeah, I love that.
Hey, if you want to have a great time, we got 4 great locations to have it in. Newbie's got 4. The one over in St. Andrews, the Blue facility, Glenn Manley's favorite place, by the way. It's new. You have a great time there. Newbie's 2 on the Curb, that's where you can go watch all sporting events. Head on down to the mothership. You're going to listen to the best entertainment in Southeast every night. Charlotte does a great job bringing entertainment in there. Will, Kathy, they do a great job down there. Love John. They're always giving back to the community. Let's make sure we get out and support them over 50 years in business.
Yeah, I played darts at Breeze and Boost.
Oh, I did
a lot.
A lot of people are going down there, too.
It's close to my house, too.
Maggie, I think Maggie still runs that thing down there.
It's more of a laid-back atmosphere.
Yeah, it's chill.
That's not far from you, is it?
No, it's like a mile from my house.
Yeah, it's chill.
Glenn, that used to be Glenn's favorite. Now it's the Blue facility. Jim, what do you have for us today on FSU?
You guys finally got time for me?
Yeah.
And action.
Do not answer the phone for Michigan Eddie.
Where's Mike?
All right.
Where's Mike?
For many years, Florida State was a national power, okay? Things went very well for a long time. All right?
His name is Bobby Bowden.
Yeah, his name Bobby Bowden. All right? Now, I'm going to preface what I'm going to talk about with this first statement. There are 4 coaches currently out there that have won national championships. That's Kirby Smart, Ryan Day, Dabo, and Jimbo Fisher. Now, what I'm about to say, I only thought of last night. I was like, I'm going to talk about this. Probably won't happen, but I'm going to talk about it anyway. Jimbo Fisher is talking. He's talking. I can talk. I'm talking. That maybe he needs to get back into coaching. I'm 59. I feel good. I miss the relationships. I miss coaching, this, that, and the other. Okay. So here's my question for those in Tallahassee land and people listening. If things go sideways for Florida State, okay, they don't even win 4 or 5 games. They want to move off Norvell. Would they have the guts? Would they don't give me that crap. I listen to your Alabama crap every day.
No, go.
All right. So, before you say no, Mr. Negative, Mr. Evil. All right.
He's got to check in with Spurrier first.
Yeah, let me call Spurrier.
Yeah. Jimbo Fisher, his coaching record is 128-48.
Dang.
Okay, 128-40. I'm pretty sure Mike Norvell doesn't have that.
No, he does not.
He's 83-23 at Florida. I almost said Ohio State. At Florida State, he's 45-25 at Texas A&M. He's got a $77 million buyout that he's still getting paid for the next
to sit at the house.
Right.
Yeah.
They don't have to pay him much.
I think like 6 years. I think it runs out in 2031. So here's my question: it goes south. Would anybody at Florida State have the guts? I almost said something else. Would they have the guts to give old Jimbo a call?
They would save money.
Because his big complaint was, we don't have any facilities. We're so far behind the ball. Well, you went to the the perfect Taj Mahal at Texas A&M with the best facilities anywhere, and he didn't do it. But now Florida State's caught up a little bit, and they wouldn't have to pay him as much because he's already getting $7 million a year from Texas A&M. So before you say no, Mr. Evil, would Florida State ever consider trying to get Jimbo Fisher back at Florida State to coach?
100%.
I think
would
it'd be
they do that?
Brilliant move because they don't have the money to buy out Norvell and go out and get a huge name. So if Texas A&M was supplemented his income, say $6-7 million a year, and Florida State only had to pay him 2 or 3,
exactly,
that would be a home run for them,
or even
based on what they have. The recent,
they probably pay him more than 3, but
for
like
sure.
you say, 5,
but you're getting
whatever.
a discount.
But listen, Deion's not leaving Colorado,
no,
for less than 10.
And I don't think Deion's proven enough, and I know a lot of people are going to get hate that I'm saying this with recruiting.
Yeah, but his recruiting with his name and the flash and people
but
want
look
to
at his
play,
high school recruiting, and to me, that's what the problem with Florida State is right now. It's not the portal. Everybody can go pay for the portal players. You have to build your foundation and your culture with that high school recruiting because that's who's going to be in your system for 3-4 years. That's who's going to be in the weight room for 3-4 years, and they set the standard within your program. And what's Colorado, like 90th in the country in recruiting at high school kids? So that's my only question about Deion. I think he'd bring some juice to the program, but if you can get a discount at Jimbo Fisher and just see if it would fly for a couple of years, I think that would be a home run.
Yeah.
Personally, I don't think that they would do that, but
there's a lot of risks there.
Yeah, that's just the nature of, they're very conservative, and no, we're not going to go there. We already went to that well one time. We're not going
the way
back.
it ended at Florida State and
yeah,
at
but
A&M.
I mean, he loaded up his truck and was gone.
Yeah.
There's some hurt feelings there. And
yeah, the ending wasn't, the divorce wasn't real good, that's for sure.
Especially with the fans.
Right. And here's the other thing, too. We talk about your boy Carson Beck at Miami. Castellanos' NIL deal is $800,000 at Florida State, the quarterback. Carson Beck is $4 million. The guy at who's going to Oklahoma that everybody's in love with, Mateer, was $1.5 million. So can a quarterback who's on the hook for $800,000, can he be as good as a guy at Miami with $4,000 or $4 million rather a year? Like, I don't know. We'll see. Well, Castellanos has talked a lot of junk.
Will Howard was $900,000 and he won a national championship.
Who did?
Will Howard. Right. I mean, it's not always about who's the best quarterback; it's who's the best fit.
Yeah, I agree.
Who's around that quarterback?
Yeah, it's the weapons around the quarterback showing up.
Help me out, Rob. Help Jim Bob out with this Jim Bob Fisher question, Jimbo.
Well, let me ask you something. Everybody says that Jimbo Fisher is just a great coach and all that. He won a national championship at LSU as the offensive coordinator. Then he won a national championship at Florida State with Bobby Bowden's players, which he did recruit, and he was basically the offensive coordinator at that point because he was calling all the plays and everything else. I just don't know that he's a great head coach. I think he's a good coordinator, but I don't think he can deal with one. I'm not really think he deals real well with management people.
Well, then, by that regard, you're thinking that his next step would be to probably take a coordinator spot in the NFL or something?
Well, I don't know whether he would do that or not in the next 7 years. Now, he can go to a smaller school and be a head coach and do all this other stuff, but why would you bring what really? And here's my thing: what has Norvell done without Travis Joyner? Travis got him out of a lot of ball games he could have lost. So I'm not sure that Norvell is the great survivor. And plus, he recruited his his replacement. So if my thing is if things don't go well early, they can kick Norvell out and just promote Gus as the head coach.
Save money there too.
That's a great point.
Here's the other thing too, and I only thought of this when I looked up Jimbo Fisher's record or coaching where he's been resume. He was at Auburn, so if it goes sideways at Auburn, does Auburn ever reach out to him?
Right, he is an SEC guy, I think. But to me, he is the two programs he's been in, he has left in a mess.
Right.
Oh, that's true. I agree with that.
There's definitely risks there.
And I don't think in this day and age that anybody that is in the upper tier schools and programs want to bring in somebody that has made a mess. Now, you can go to you can go to a smaller school, or whatever, that really don't care, and try to get him in their cheek to, and help recruit and do all that. But I just don't see somebody taking Jimbo's on and bringing it in to just, light another fire, a dumpster fire, and have that problem.
No, that's a fair point.
See, my problem is this, and we talked about this last year after Ryan Day, lost to Michigan. Everybody's like, fire him, fire him, fire him. And I was like, who's out there that really is separated themselves as the next guy, the next coach? Maybe right. Dan Lanning, but Nike's not going to let him walk away from Oregon. No. I mean, Kirby's smart, but Georgia's never going to let him walk away. Urban Meyer's not coming back to coach football, and there's a lot of baggage there. Who's that next young guy that's just a can't-miss prospect that's going to come in, recruit, be able to build a championship?
And that's where all these teams are at.
Yeah. I just don't see it from a lot of these guys anymore. I think coaching's changed a lot. You can't be hard on these kids. It's more about NIL and coordinators and stuff like that. So I think the game's changing. I think that's why Saban got out. I guess Saban's name's been thrown around. I don't see him ever coming back to college football. I think that was a little bit of, media stuff that they wanted to hype up a little bit. But who's the next guy out there that's just a wow, can't-miss coaching prospect? I don't know.
It's got to be somebody that's young, that's at a small school, that they just think, I mean, everybody thought that Norvell was the greatest thing when he came in, and he is. He's a great motivator. He's, wants to be everybody's friends. They all love him and everything else, but he just hadn't found the right mix of coordinators to get there. Maybe he has now.
Young coach Josh Heupel. Is that Tennessee?
Tennessee.
Yeah, the guy at Louisville can coach.
Brom can, but that's his alma mater.
I don't think he'll live there. Yeah, I don't think. Rob, we got to take a break, man.
I know, and y'all got the
Jeff
Alabama coming in. So y'all have a good weekend. Be safe.
All right, buddy.
All right, buddy. Good seeing you.
Thank you, sir.
Right.
Thanks, man.
Appreciate you, brother. You're the best.
Jimbo to Tallahassee, baby. Discount price.
Get out there, newbies. Have a great time. I tell you, they are incredible. Before Braves, Lynn Haven. If you're down that way, you got some great food. Now you want some great jewelry. Where are you going?
David Adamson Designer Jewelry, 830 Highway 77 in Lynn Haven.
You've been playing golf. You've been going to the beach. It's not looking right. Your skin just doesn't feel right. It doesn't look right. You know what? I'm concerned. What should I do? Yeah, I'll call Dr. Ward. Yeah, you should. Call Dr. Ward, make an appointment. His office is throughout the Panhandle of Florida. 5 minutes could save your life. That's all it takes. Listen to Dr. Ward right here, 7:30 every Wednesday on 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida. El Rodeo Tequila Bar and Grill. You want some great Mexican food? You want to have a great birthday party? Hey, great singing. You can do it all at El Rodeo Tequila Bar and Grill right here across the street from Navy Base. They got a new one. David opened a new one on Front Beach Road, 10908 Front Beach Road. Please park in the back. When we get back, we're going to call Jeff Spiegel. We're going to ask Jeff Spiegel. That was a great segment, by the way. We're going to ask Jeff, say, is Jimbo Fisher going to be the next coach at Auburn? We'll ask him. We'll see what he thinks.
A 15-minute question.
We'll be right back.
You've read the headlines. You've seen the highlights. But how about the unfiltered truth?
Steroid era, you can like it, love it, hate it, whatever. It's a baseball.
Since 2017, 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida has been the undisputed leader for sports coverage on the Panhandle. If it matters in sports, it matters to us, and it matters to you. 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
Good morning. This is Joanna with your weather forecast from ESPN Northwest Florida on this Friday. A variety of some clouds and a chance of thunderstorms this afternoon and evening with a wind coming out of the east around 8 miles per hour and a high of 85. Tonight, look for possible thunderstorms and partly cloudy skies with a temperature near 76. Tomorrow, a high around 85 and some clouds in the morning and then definite thunderstorms. This weather forecast is brought to you by Earthworks of Northwest Florida. Thank you for keeping that dial on ESPN Northwest Florida. Rely on it.
With over 65 years of combined experience, Instant Replay Sports Cards is happy to help you take your collection to the next level. They carry all the new hobby boxes, signed memorabilia, and supplies. New and vintage cards and Pokemon. They sell and trade cards and are always looking to buy. They're an authorized source for Topps, Panini, Upper Deck, and Leaf cards. Instant Replay Sports Cards is open 7 days a week at 752 West 23rd Street, down from Academy Sports. It can always be reached at InstantReplaySportsCards.com.
Lynn Haven, WVLQ Port St. Joe. Powered by Panama City Toyota, ESPN Northwest Florida.
Summer's not over yet at 7 Summers Patio, Panama City Beach's newest destination for outdoor living. Discover stylish, durable outdoor furniture at unbeatable prices. From loungers to dining sets, we've got everything to make your patio the place to be. It's 7 Summers Patio, 17833 Panama City Beach Parkway, Suite 104. Open Monday through Saturday, 9 to 5. Hurry in and cash in on our end of summer savings. Only at 7 Summers Patio. Turn your backyard into paradise.
For everything in the world of golf, it's the Watson Report. Thursdays at 4:20 with Alan Watson from Golf Plus. ESPN Northwest Florida. Now back to the Coach James Hale Show inside the J. Michael studio.
Please stand, put your hand over your heart. Thank you. Tide Roll. Alabama Updates brought to you by Stevenson Air Conditioning. Go with locals. Go with the best. That is Stevenson Air Conditioning. They're there for you anytime, day or night. Most honest, hardworking people out there. Stevenson Air Conditioning, number one. Speaking of number one, let's bring him on now. This is the number one man in sports in the South. Hell, in the country. Jeff Spiegel out of Birmingham, Alabama. Do we have it made yet? Did you have it made yet? Wildcat? Have you had done it yet?
No.
Okay, so don't ruin it. Don't ruin it. We're going to surprise him.
Okay.
All right, let's bring him on. Jeff, how you doing this morning?
Doing great, Coach. Listen, now, Wildcat just told me about this special intro. And, I used to work when I was a teenager, I worked at a Pizza Hut in Coleman. And people used to, be a little impatient, when the pizza wasn't ready in like 5 minutes. And I tell people, quality food takes time to prepare.
There you go.
So Wildcat's going to take his time getting that thing right.
It's going to be awesome. It's going to be, you know what? I listen to any given Sunday or any given Saturday, Saturdays down south. It doesn't matter what special is. I hear that beautiful voice. That's Jeff. I went to a movie theater, watched the story about Alabama football. It was Bryant, nothing but a winner. I hear that beautiful voice. This voice is very famous that we got. We're fortunate to have him on here. There's no doubt about
Just
that.
from Coleman, Alabama?
Yeah, that's a great place.
Oh, man.
I like Coleman.
Yo, he got money.
North Alabama.
Can't hide that. Out there with the Willoughbys.
All right, I got a question for you because Jim brought up I think he just had a great segment, this last one. He was bringing up the point, maybe Jimbo Fisher's not through with coaching. And we brought up the idea maybe he goes back to Florida State. And then he goes,
wow.
Well, listen to this one. He was pretty popular at Auburn, Alabama. If things go south at Auburn and they have to buy out another coach, would they consider Jimbo Fisher, which they wouldn't have to pay very much? He's making $7.7 million a year. Auburn would only have to pay him like 2 or 3. Would Jimbo Fisher ever be considered for the next coach at Auburn?
Ooh, I don't know. I mean, to me, I think Auburn goes for a bigger fish. I mean, I think Auburn goes for a Lane Kiffin. That's what I think. I think Jimbo Fisher would be, a little further down the line. But you're right about this though, that Jimbo was at Auburn at a pretty cool time.
Mm-hmm.
In the '90s when Terry Bowden had that unbeaten season and all that. So. I think there's a pocket of Auburn fans who feel strongly, about Jimbo and think he'd be a good coach there.
You remember, the big good old boys liked him. So, of course they're older now. But
What's his name? Yellowwood?
Power. Well,
yeah. How about Yellowwood?
The boy in Montgomery, but went to high school. My brother liked him, but he lost a lot of his. I think he's lost some of his. Standings, but anyway, I don't want to get into that. All right, let's focus on Alabama right now. What are you hearing? I'm telling you, I'm listening to all these people talk, and the names I hear surprise me. Alabama's got a shot to win it all. Texas, Alabama, Ohio State, Oklahoma, South Carolina. I've heard those 2 names. I just don't get all this love on Oklahoma and South Carolina. I could be wrong. But I heard somebody said a pretty good, who was it? He was a big name guy that I respect. I just can't think of his name right now. But he was at practice at South Carolina. He goes, look, he said, their bodies just look different. They've got length. They got size. This is the best looking South Carolina team I think I've seen. Don't be surprised with this quarterback. They don't surprise people. What is Bama? And they all mentioned Bama. Saban said Bama's got a shot to be really good. But he got Texas, I think the best one. He said, watch out for LSU, Florida Gators. I keep saying watch out for Florida. But what about Alabama? Is this team going to be really good, or are we going to be an undisciplined, average football team?
No, I think Alabama can be really good. I think I was at Media Day on Monday, and I was really impressed, with the body language and with the way guys were, just the message, that they were delivering. Tim Keenan, we talked to him, and the guys keep talking about this meeting they had back in January, where they said, look, what we did 9-4, didn't live up to the standard, enough of this nonsense, and look, if you want to be a part of this, we'd love to have you. If you don't, you can watch from the sideline if you want to. And it was really strong stuff, and I was really impressed with what I saw from Ty Simpson. Ty Simpson didn't talk to the media on Monday, but he was out there, conversing with the fans. They had some of the Yay Alabama, collective fans who were out there, and he was playing pitch and catch with some of the kids, and Ty Simpson just looks to me like a throwback, to the old quarterbacks of the day. Going way back to the 70s, and I'm gonna throw this name at you. Pat Trammell.
Wow. Yeah.
Only the old heads know.
That's way back.
Yeah, he was incredible.
But Ty's got that look. He's got that game face look. When he's preparing for a game, when he's out there working in practice, like a guy who's like, I can just imagine him getting in the huddle. And remember Sunshine?
Yeah.
And remember the Titans?
Yep.
He gets in there and goes, what are you guys looking at? Haven't you guys ever seen a real quarterback before? I mean, that's kind of the way he strikes me. I think people are going to follow his lead. Here's my main concern about Alabama, Coach. The pass rush. They've got to pressure the quarterback. Their defensive backfield is loaded. But you know this, it doesn't matter how good your DBs are. If you can't put pressure on the quarterback and you give him all day to throw, then they're going to beat up those DBs because there are too many good receivers in the SEC right now. So my least of my concerns is Ty Simpson. The number one of my concerns is the pass rush.
Yeah, you knocked out of the ballpark. I said that about a month ago. Can they sack the quarterback and put pressure on without having to blitz? But I'll be honest with you, we can blitz with that DBs we got. People don't realize what a great class they signed 2 years ago. They had maybe 3 5-stars, maybe 4. I know 3 for sure that Saban signed, and this is going into their second year. They've got athletes back there. They got the size. They got the speed, the agility. They got it all. And they can blitz quite a bit because I think we can play a lot of man coverage. But you're right. If they can put pressure on the quarterback without blitzing, that just makes it even better on that side of the ball.
Yeah, I mean, and they're missing their 2 best sack guys in Jahad Campbell and Q Robinson. So, somebody's got to step up there. They got guys that can do it. It's just a matter of doing it. But you can't finish in the 60s in tackles for loss and sacks. I mean, you got to put pressure on the QB because, like I said, the receivers and the quarterbacks are too good in this league.
I'm just excited about the new offensive coordinator. We had one last year, never done it before, and they're not cutting him down. He's a good coach, but there's a reason you get hired at certain jobs. You got to have experience. You got to know what you're doing. And I just question a lot of things I saw, and I think, Jim, you watched the games too. Why are they calling this? Why are they running these plays? And, of course, we're not at practice every day with them either, but I'll never forget the Tennessee game, watch that game. I was like, we're giving this game away. We are handing the game to them. The mistakes made by the quarterback, asking the guy to throw the ball 50 times. And I know Tennessee had a good up front, But I'm just excited. I'll just say this. I don't want to cut down anybody, but I'm excited about this new offensive coordinator. I want to ask you real quick, offensive freaks of the year. I think the number one's probably the kid at Ohio State, 6'4", 230, runs a 4.3 40, All-American receiver. And we've got one at Alabama people don't talk much about. Proctor, 6'7", 360, can run like a deer. This guy is a man-child. He could go right now. I think he'll be in the top 5 draft pick. What are they saying about him? Is he having a good fall camp?
He's having a terrific fall camp. And here's the thing about Ryan Williams, and we got this at Media Day. Any other program, most other programs, you'd have a freshman come in there who is a hot shot, and he's got all these NIL deals, and there would be so much jealousy over this kid. There's not a hint of jealousy over what this kid has done because he's humble, he gets in there, he does the work, and he's a great leader on the team. He was a great leader last year, and all the guys just have so much respect for number 2. And I think it's just going to be, an incredible year for him. And he had a lot to learn last year. He had a lot to handle, a lot on his plate. But I think it was funny, this is how things have changed. I asked him, I said, how different is year 2 going to be than year 1? He goes, well, year 1, I was kind of, a little bit overwhelmed. But, I've got good guys around me. I've got a good staff. A sophomore wide receiver telling me I've got a good staff, like he's the owner of a company or something. And that just kind of blew me away about where this game is and how big these guys are. But he's going to have a great year, and I think Bernard's going to have an incredible year too. They're a dynamic duo, those two.
Yeah. Did you ask him what his favorite fingernail polish is?
Jason Kovaleski wants to get some of that.
You think he could play for Coach Bryant with those fingernail polish?
Yeah, what's all that about?
Money. Listen, there are a lot of guys playing college football nowadays who couldn't play for Coach Bryant.
Yeah.
But I will say this: Ryan Williams is so good. Coach Bryant probably would have overlooked the fingernail polish.
I don't know about
that.
I saw Petticoat Junction.
Yeah, go back and watch the Junction movie. Oh, man. All right, we're going to hold you over. We'll get back. We'll talk about Auburn, Hugh Freeze, what's going on at Plains. I'm hearing good things. We'll talk about it when we get back. Right now, let's talk about some of our great people. Stevenson Air Conditioning, number 1. I know it's hot. Actually, the day's been really pretty nice. The weather, the water temperature, heat, humidity. If you've got Stevenson Air Conditioning, you got it made. If you're getting ready to build a big building or something like that, go with the locals. Go with Stevenson Air Conditioning. You guys out there right now, you're burning up. Your power bill's going to the roof. You're messing up. Go with local. Go with Stevenson Air Conditioning. They'll come out and solve all your problems. You call them. They get out there. They do what they say they're going to do. They are number 1. We'll be right back. 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida. We get back. We got Auburn Tigers.
Weather in the Panhandle never stops. Turn to 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
This is Joanna with your latest forecast.
Up to the minute weather reports all day long.
A chance of thunderstorms and moderate rain.
In-depth storm coverage.
Winter Storm Enzo.
And breaking weather as it happens.
Hurricane Helene.
ESPN Northwest Florida.
We do have a tropical storm warning.
Rely on it.
Good morning. This is Joanna with your weather forecast from ESPN Northwest Florida on this Friday. A variety of some clouds and a chance of thunderstorms this afternoon and evening with a wind coming out of the east around 8 miles per hour and a high of 85. Tonight, look for possible thunderstorms and partly cloudy skies with a temperature near 76. Tomorrow, a high around 85 and some clouds in the morning and then definite thunderstorms. This weather forecast is brought to you by Earthworks of Northwest Florida. Thank you for keeping that dial on ESPN Northwest Florida. Rely on it.
Don't just stand there. Everything you need to turn $1 into an epic win is in your hand. Hard Rock Bet. Bet it, parlay it, boost it. However you want to do it. From wherever you are to the moon. Bet anytime a line, prop, or parlay catches your eye. And withdraw cash when you want it. Hard Rock Bet. Roll with us. New players bet $5 and get $150 instantly in bonus bets. Offered by the Seminole Tribe of Florida. Must be 21 plus and physically present in Florida to wager. Terms and conditions apply. Concerned about gambling? Please call 1-888-ADMIT-IT.
Looking for dependable civil construction in the Florida Panhandle? CBC Construction has you covered. From land clearing and drainage to roads and underground utilities, CBC delivers high-quality work on time and on budget. Locally owned and operated, CBC is trusted by schools, developers, and municipalities. To learn more, call CBC Construction 850-740-3815 or visit cbcconstruction.com. That's cbcconstruction.com.
He doesn't always go the extra mile. But when he does, it's because he missed the exit. It's the Coach James Hale Show. Live and local inside the J. Michaels studio. 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
Whoa! Eagle! Hey, Martha, Kenny, James, Jenna, James, Steve, Elizabeth, all those. That's all your church members.
Those are my second parents.
Yeah, right there, right here in Bay County. They're at every basketball game, every football game. They love the Auburn Tigers. I tell you who else. If you're over in the great city of Lynn Haven, get out to B4 Brady's, and the key word there is B4 Brady's Lynn Haven. Pat Perno, city commissioner over there, does a great job. His restaurant's incredible. This fall, that's where they always have the Mosley. You go eat there before the big games, and then college on Saturdays. You were there. Beer, wings, you name it, and they do. You can make the order for all these wings. A lot of people do. I was surprised how many people get wings from there on game day. All right, let's bring on Jeff Spiegel back. Jeff, I want to ask you about the Auburn Tigers. I don't know. Every article you see now, it's like a lot of people have turned on Gus. Not Gus. Yeah, they already turned on him. But they've already turned on Hugh. And they came up with the rankings, the worst coaches, or they ranked the coaches in the SEC, and he was ranked the number 16 now. The SEC
I
is
saw
the
that
worst
too.
coaches.
Like, what?
Yeah, he did really well in recruiting. First 2 years, he didn't do anything this year. They blasted him for that. Everybody's hitting him every angle. I think he's going to make everybody. I think he's going to have the last laugh. I think Auburn's going to surprise people. I think they got a chance to be pretty good. I do think they get to 8 wins, and I do think the first game is critical. Against Baylor Friday night. The world will be watching 7 o'clock on Fox TV. Let me ask you this. I listened to his interviews. I don't pay attention this time of year about what any of the coaches say because I coach. I know what they're going to say before they say it. But he brought up, Auburn lost a lot of games when they couldn't make first downs. He said they worked on it, 3rd and short. They got stuffed by the defense in the last practice. He said, of course, we didn't have our whole package in. Then he turned around and said, now, when we do our pass scale, we lit it up. We look really good. We got to be more consistent. The same, coach speak you hear every other day. But in your opinion, which way are you concerned one way or the other? Or which way? That's not the right way to word that. Where do you lean? Are you leaning that, this is going to be it for him? Or no, Auburn's a lot better. Auburn's going to surprise everybody. They're going to be in good shape. Which way are you at? Where are you at?
Well, I think they can certainly win 8 games, and I think Hugh Freeze, was talking to the media the other day, and he thinks they can win 10. And here's why he thinks that. He looks at other teams that he's had, and he's had 4 10-win seasons in his career. Lambeth. Now, if anyone out there can tell me where Lambeth is, I'll give them $5. Arkansas State, Ole Miss, and Liberty. He had 4 teams that won 10 games. And he says the things that those teams had in common was they had wide receivers who could win one-on-one battles and a quarterback that could get them the ball. And he feels like he's got that this year. And this wide receiver group, I'm telling you, has got to be the most hyped position group of anywhere in the country. I've heard so much about these wide receivers, and they're great on paper. And we saw Cam Coleman do great things. We saw Eric Singleton do great things at Georgia Tech. And we've been seeing video kind of leak out of practice, and guys are doing great things. They're also getting challenged by these Auburn DBs, and in particular Jay Crawford. He's having a terrific camp. And but so they're not just getting a cakewalk during fall camp. So, but I think if these receivers live up to the hype, and they got Horatio Fields coming in, they got Perry Thompson coming back, of course Coleman. If these receivers can live up to the hype, and Jackson Arnold can get them the ball the way Hugh Freeze is hoping they can, I mean, they could win 10 games. They could shock the world and get double-digit wins. But I see them at least getting 8 wins this year. But the first game at Baylor is going to be huge. If they come out of the gate and they get a big road win like that, then, I think watch out.
Yeah, one receiver, he can choke that ball, man. It gets near him, he chokes it. He pulls it in.
Yeah.
You didn't catch that. He chokes them. He chokes the ball.
Oh,
did he mention that? Has that been just swept up under the rug? Has any been talk about that?
No,
his hearing.
not really.
I thought his hearing was like the 8th. Maybe just today.
No, it is. It's today. It's today, in fact. And he was not at practice yesterday.
13 felonies, no conviction.
What's going to happen with that? Is she going to drop the charges, or what are you hearing?
I mean, I can't believe otherwise. I think that's probably where this is going. I don't know any possible way that he would be cleared to practice and all of that.
Nice little NIL package for her.
Yeah.
Yeah. But we talked about this last week, though. I think even without him, I think this wide receiver group is off the charts.
Yeah.
But I think he'll be in uniform August 29th when they go to Waco.
Yeah, I'm going to tell you right now, Auburn's got some good defensive ball players, too. I think we're in pretty good shape. What about the kicking game? Has he said anything? I thought the kicker got injured or something. Are they healthy in the kicking game?
McPherson has been looking pretty good. He dropped down to like 110 pounds, last year. And but he's put some weight back on. I think he's going to be pretty solid there. They were not good at field goal kicking last year. I think defensively, we mentioned this before. They've got some good young talent that's a year older than they were last year. But to me, I keep hearing so many good things about the former Parker Thundering Herd D lineman Jordan Crawford. He's got all kinds of nicknames right now. One of them is Meatball because he's just big and he's hard to push out of the way. And he's got a low center of gravity, and he's tearing it up, in fall camp. So I can't wait to see him out there on the field on Saturday.
Jeff, I got to get this in here right now. I just saw this, and this is from the mayor. The mayor. Nobody in Tallahassee would ever consider Jimbo coming back to that school. Quit putting that stupid.
Tell us how you really feel.
Mayor, tell us what you really think about us in the quarterback
Who's
situation.
that, Greg?
Yeah, the mayor. You know who the mayor is.
Yeah,
the mayor. Yeah. All right, my question is this, and this is what some experts said, or do they have it right? These are the only teams that can actually truly win a national championship in 2025, what they have on their roster. And the rest of it is just smoke and mirrors. Alabama, LSU, Clemson, here we go, Jason, Miami, Ohio State, Texas, Notre Dame, Georgia, Oregon, Penn State, and the other two, I said look out for this one. The other one I don't know about, Florida and Oklahoma. Now, Oklahoma, I circled that. I'm not sure about that one. Maybe this quarterback's unbelievable. Maybe this new offensive coordinator is unbelievable. Maybe they got a lot more players in there. Do they have that right, Jeff? Is anybody they left out, or who would you eliminate from that list?
Probably Florida, because their schedule once again is top heavy, and it's going to be hard to navigate through that.
Yeah, will Lagway stay healthy?
Right.
Yeah. Lagway's he's already having trouble staying healthy.
Yeah.
In fall camp. So I don't know. I don't know if he's durable enough to make it through the wars that you have to go through week in and week out. But I'm buying into Oklahoma. I am. I mean, I was impressed with Arch Manning at Media Days, but I was impressed with their quarterback as well. I thought he handled himself pretty well with the media and everything. And I think they were, probably a quarterback and an offensive coordinator away from winning a bunch of games last year.
All right, let me ask you this.
Yeah.
What Manning. That's everybody's all they talk about. To me, and I could be completely wrong after watching week 1 of the college football season, but to me, he's like the 4th best quarterback in the SEC, 3rd or 4th. The kid at South Carolina can play. LSU's quarterback can play. Lagway's healthy. I think he's better. It could be potentially better than any of them. So, am I crazy? Where do you have, man? You got him the best quarterback in the SEC just because of his name, or what?
Well, number one, you are crazy. So let's answer that question.
Let's get that out of the way.
Everybody knew that. I shouldn't have asked that.
No. I think he's the real deal. I mean, genetics. I mean, for goodness sakes. I mean, I think he's got greatness written all over him.
That's what we were talking about the bloodline.
I'll look at the things that he did just coming in as a backup. Yeah. He made like 2 or 3 wow plays, doing mop-up duty, last year.
But why was he a backup? If he's that great. Well, Spurrier said it perfectly. If he was that great, he would have been starting. They're going to play the best players.
I mean, Manning didn't start, from day one as a freshman. I mean, guys still have to be, molded and all that. But I think his time has come, and I think he's going to live up to every bit of the hype that's been built up around him.
All right, let me ask you, because we got about a minute, real quick. I watched Sayin come up through high school ranks. Every time they show these little clips on Facebook and on the computer at these camps, he was unbelievable. He signs with Bama. Saban leaves. He goes to Ohio State. I'm telling you, week 1, you might be saying he's the best quarterback around and over Manning, because coming out of high school, I think Sayin was better.
Well, of course, he's still got to win the job. I mean, he's in a battle there, but I think you may be right. I mean, I keep hearing good things, about him too. Now, I'm certainly not the expert on Ohio State, but I think the guy's another one of those guys who, has just got greatness written all over him.
Well, look up the word greatness in the dictionary. You'll see a picture of Jeff in there. You are the greatest. Thank you so much for coming on. We love it. People in the Panhandle Florida listen to it.
Thanks, Jeff.
Yeah. Go have a great day. Have a great weekend.
All right, buddy. Thank you, Jeff. Love you, man. Thank you, sir. I tell you what, he does a great job. No doubt about that. All right, let's talk. Kyle Vandegrift, where can they get up with you? They want a roof. They want to build and build. They want anything. How do they get up with you?
Pretty easily. Just give us a call at 850-866-9908 or visit us at tkvandy.com. Yeah, man. Really, Coach, I appreciate you having me on.
Oh, I love having you on. You know that. Let me take this call. Good morning. Keep going. Hello?
Keep going. All right. Yeah, Coach, I got to get ready for the Local Sports Podcast because we got all the football coaches coming on today.
Ooh, I'm going to watch it. I'm going to listen to it.
Yep. So it'll be posted about 4 o'clock today.
To that. Yeah.
And what's it called?
It's called Local Sports Podcast. We cover all the local sports. We're getting into football season, so we'll be definitely football heavy, but also, we'll have some volleyball. And
you cover everything.
Yeah. I mean, as long as the coaches respond. I try to get some baseball coaches on.
They're so tied up in things right now.
Yeah, well, baseball coaches are baseball coaches. But we'll leave it at that.
Yeah.
They're a different breed.
Yeah,
Brian Norman. Yeah. But again, getting up to you in your business, give us a number.
Yep, 850-866-9908 or visit us at tkvandy.com, and we'll definitely be able to help you.
Next Friday.
Yes, sir.
All right, buddy.
All right, Coach.
Jason Koleski, where are you located? Where are your stores located?
23rd Street in the Del Coronado Village and in Pier Park North next to Dick's Sporting Goods.
Tell your beautiful mama and daddy I said hello.
Yes, sir, I will.
I love them. Good people. The one and only, the Vandegraff crew. Yeah, they're pretty wealthy. Yeah, they've owned half the country at one time.
Stop lying, Coach.
Yeah. And what was that the house, Biltmore House? That picture of Kyle. And you walk in, there's a big picture of Kyle right there.
Right.
I love it.
Kyle and Tucker.
And Don's in the pool in the basement. Anyway, all right, I got to go. We get back. We got Steve Moss coming on to visit with us, our special guest today. You're listening to the legendary 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
ESPN Northwest Florida.
The Dan Patrick Show.
Football is here. We have turned the page. We're in the month of August, and it's full speed ahead. Except for the Commanders with Terry McLaurin, because now he's requested a trade. He's not better than CD Lamb. Now you have to take inventory, and you have to be honest with yourself. Your agent has to be honest with you and say, hey, nah.
It's the Dan Patrick Show. Weekday mornings from 9 till 11. ESPN Northwest Florida.
Saturday, August 16th, come to the Sneak Peek Land Sale at the Ranches at Creekside Preserve and get your gorgeous 20 to 50 plus acre estate in desirable Baldwin County on sale from only $139.9. That's right, get 20 to 50 plus acres in Baldwin County from just $139.9 with excellent financing available. Ranches at Creekside Preserve features private, large acreage tracts with beautiful woodlands, rolling meadows, and a peaceful creek, all surrounded by pristine natural beauty and abundant wildlife. It's your opportunity to live in Baldwin County, Alabama, one of the fastest growing coastal counties in the U.S. due to low taxes and a low cost of living. Don't miss out. Come to the Sneak Peek Land Sale at the Ranches at Creekside Preserve and get your gorgeous 20 to 50 plus acre estate in desirable Baldwin County on sale from only $139.9. Call 877-888-1415 or visit creeksidepreserveal.com. creeksidepreserveal.com.
Los Rancheros has been doing it right for 20 years. Los Rancheros brings a top-shelf dining experience to you with the opening of their beautiful new building. Watch all college and pro games on Los Rancheros' 14 large-screen TVs with great drink specials daily from 2 to 5 and during all the games. Los Rancheros, the place for live sports and great food on 23rd Street between Jenks and Harrison.
The number one SEC call-in show is now twice as big. It's double the Paul Feinbaum Show. Weeknights starting at 6.
Okay, but also go faster.
Now back to the Coach James Hale Show inside the J. Michael Studio. 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
Hey! Not Bay, Glenn. Hey. Bay. All right, here we go. Yep. At least I got an Arnold guy in here with me now, too. Well, we're back live, 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida. Kyle is back to work. Did a great job like he always does. We got our special guest today is Steve Moss, school board member, the voice of the Marlins, also the voice of the Bay High School. So you do both of those things. Now, what do you do if they both have a game at home? Where do you go?
I usually lean towards Bay because they asked me first, honestly, to serve as their PA announcer.
Who fills in for you when you're not at Arnold?
I'm on my phone literally saying, are you open this Friday night? Kind of going through my Rolodex to see if there's folks that might fill in. Usually I think there's only one game, give or take, each year. There's an overlap where Bay and Arnold might play on the same night.
Jim and I have good voices. I mean, We're open on Friday night for
they want somebody with
for the price.
You'll
for
be
a certain
asleep by
price.
7:30. What are you talking about?
NIL. Did you know? I'd get in trouble up there.
You get paid. I'll let you know if you ever want to do a football game and be the PA announcer. You get a Gatorade and 2 hot dogs. That is the pay.
Sounds good.
So you can negotiate for 2 Gatorades maybe. I don't know.
will never forget. I'm not going to mention Bay's name. I was at a baseball game this past year, playoff, huge game. I never heard an announcer say things he said. I'll just leave it at that. It's a classic.
Well, now you know why. He's getting paid a hot dog and Gatorade.
Yeah, where's my hot dog?
Pay for what you get.
That was the best call game. I mean, it was the most truthful call I've ever seen in my life. All right, I want to get into this. Coop, one of our favorite. I love that kid. I mean, I saw him when he was in 8th grade, and I remember the first time I saw him down at a restaurant. I looked at, dang, he is big. And you helped him out. You helped out with his development, but
not as much. But I mean, he's done it all on his own. I mean,
I take a lot of credit. I did tell him a couple things. I think he took it to heart. I will take some credit for his success. I will. Steve, right? I think I'm the secret behind it.
Absolutely. Every interview he's done so far since he's gone to the University of Florida, he says, "Coach Hale, I owe it all to him."
I'm telling you, man. We'll talk about because everybody. All right, get into the draft. He's going to stay at Florida. Give us the rundown. Everything's going on with him right now.
Well, just to give you an update, the draft, the Major League draft was a couple weeks ago, and we had a good talk with Cooper's agent. Cooper's obviously my son, and his agent said, well, I've talked to all 30 teams and all Major League teams, and there's interest in Cooper between rounds 4 through 7. And so he said, his next question was, he said, does Cooper like being at the University of Florida? And by now, Cooper had been there about 3 weeks. And Cooper obviously was on the phone call, and Cooper said, I love it here at Florida. I love the coaches, the facilities, the nutrition, the weight training. He said, I have everything here at the University of Florida to be as successful as I want to be. All you got to do is show up and put in the work. Yeah. And his agent said, well, if that's the case, right, rounds 4 through 7, the signing bonuses aren't bad. I mean, they're $500,000-ish. By the time you pay taxes and your agent, though, it's not necessarily life-changing money. Right. So his agent said, Cooper, if you like Florida and you feel comfortable there, how about let's skip the draft? You stay at Florida for the next 3 years, get bigger, faster, stronger with the resources they have, and then in 3 years, you almost probably will have a degree, and hopefully then you're a 1st through 3rd round draft pick because you've gotten bigger, faster, stronger in the SEC. And so that's kind of the game plan. His agent said, if you didn't like Florida these last 3 weeks you were there, then let's go in the draft. Let's take whatever money they have, and whether it's the White Sox, Twins, whoever it might be that we've talked to, let's take the money and do the draft. But he said, if you like Florida, let's stay there. And let you get bigger, faster, stronger, and then we'll go in the draft 3 years later.
Steve, explain to everybody out there, once he made this decision, he's locked in now 3 years. Basketball, I do believe, is 1, which I don't get that. But college basketball is 1, football, and I believe baseball. Explain.
Yeah, now, if you go the junior college route, then you're able to leave after 1. Usually it's 2 years. So if you go there, say you play Gulf Coast, Northwest Florida State, Chipola, whatever, a lot of times players will opt that route specifically because they want to be there 1, sometimes usually 2 years. Then they can get drafted. You go the Division I route, you got to be there at least 3 years, or if you hit a certain age, you could technically be a draft eligible sophomore, technically, based on your age. But usually, if you go the Division I route, you're committed for 3 years. But to your point, unlike, say, college basketball, they have the one and dones. That you might play 1 year in college basketball, like Cooper Flagg, the Duke guy who was the number 1 pick. He was there 1 year. Most of the top talent in college basketball will be there 1 year. For baseball, you're committed for 3 if you go the Division I route.
I saw on his Facebook, I saw these pictures of the locker room, the facilities at Florida. It's unreal. I mean, their facilities are incredible. Talk about that. Was he shocked? I saw his equipment and everything like that. Talk a little bit about that.
I think he was. So Cooper has been committed since he was 14 years old to play for Florida. He went to a camp down there, and I remember Coach O'Sullivan called and said, listen, we usually don't commit 14-year-olds, but Cooper's a good player. We think he has the opportunity to be a great player. If he wants to be a Gator, we have a spot for him. And you can't even do that anymore. Now the NCAA has changed the rules. So Cooper has been a commit for Florida ever since his 8th grade year. And so now 4 years later, he's actually on campus. And I asked him, I said, Cooper, has it lived up to the hype? You've been a Gator commit now for 4 years, right? Is it what you thought? And he said, Dad, no kidding. It's everything I thought it would be and more. Again, he said, the resources are here at Florida to be as good as I want to be. He said, you just got to show up and put in the work. And I would assume it's probably like that at every SEC type school. Mm-hmm. But I mean, anything again they have tutors that help them academically. They have academic advisors on the academic side. Because Florida, you got to be pretty sharp to do well there academically. But then athletically, he said, there's everything you need. They've got some of the best coaches, the facilities, a trainer, nutritionist. He said, literally, just show up and put in the work, and you're almost guaranteed to get better. Yeah. And that's what you want.
Now, right now, I know the coaches can't be coaching them right now, but I know there's ways people get around things. But he's dealing really right now with the strength coaches and things like that. Do they have them out there doing their own deal, though, on the baseball field also at this time?
So right now, the only folks that are on campus baseball related are just the freshmen and the strength and conditioning coach. They work out Monday, Tuesday, Thursday in the weight room, and then Wednesday they do sprints. Friday there is a rest day. But so almost every day, he said, Dad, now that I'm here again, it's been 3 weeks he's been on campus. It kind of feels like being in the military. They tell us when to wake up, when to eat, when to work out, when to study, when to recover. He said it's very regimented, and I'm like, thank God. You're 18 years old. You're on campus, for the first time. I think that being regimented with his time is exactly what he needs as an 18-year-old. I know I didn't have that type of regiment when I was on campus for the first time at Florida. and I probably wasn't as successful as I could have been. So it's nice, I think, that he has all that there. But the strength and conditioning coach, if you ever seen the documentary Swamp Kings, I think they call it, that's the same, literally the exact same facility that the baseball players. Now, he did say right before them, the volleyball players workout. And he said, Dad, if we get there a little early, we kind of run into the end of their workout and it's the beginning of ours. And I said, is that a bad thing? He said, no, not at all.
Where's that located? By the basketball?
Underneath the stadium. Underneath the football stadium.
Oh, the football stadium.
Underneath the football stadium.
Okay.
It's still there. That used to be where the football players, now, here we are, it's almost an arms race. Football players now have their own separate weight room. So most of the other sports share that weight facility, which is underneath the stadium. Football players now have their own. But now is a time where they're starting their throwing program. He's a two-way player. He hits some, and he mainly primarily pitcher, but it's all strength and conditioning right now.
As he said, I know he hadn't been that long yet, but does he feel like he is getting stronger?
Especially in regards to the explosive movements. A lot of times for the last 4 years at Arnold, it's been a lot of strength, those kind of compounding lifts. But he said they're into explosive movements, box jumps, hex bar jumps, things, because if you know baseball, there's a lot of standing around, honestly. Right. But when you got to move, man, you got to move quick and you got to move deliberate. So a lot of times they're working on fast twitch, deliberate, quick movements, those type of things. The rest of the baseball team will show up in 2 weeks. That's going to be your sophomores, juniors, and whatever seniors are there. So the rest of the team shows up in about 2 or 3 weeks. They'll join the strength and conditioning, and that's when the real coaching begins in the fall.
All right. We'll be following his career. There's no doubt about that. Right now, let's talk about some of our wonderful people. Stevenson Air Conditioning, J. Michael's Restaurant. You want the best seafood, coldest beer, get out to J. Michael's. Don't forget today the specials, crisp fish, grilled fish over a bed of rice, peppers, onions, and a special sauce. The sauce is unreal. Go check it out. We think you'll love it. The legendary J. Michael's Restaurant. If you get injured, don't forget about Dr. Chad Mitchell. 26 years this fall, a record. No one does this anymore. 26 years taking care of Bay County athletes. If it doesn't look right, feel right, Jason, we got to get you down there, seriously. 5 minutes can save your life. Dr. Ward's got offices everywhere. Listen to him every Wednesday, 7:30, right here on ESPN Northwest Florida. We'll be right back with Jim, Steve, Jason Kovaleski, and, of course, the legendary Wildcat himself. Be right back.
ESPN Northwest Florida. The afternoon underdogs.
Because of all the money and because of all the publicity and because of all the things that's been talked about Carson Beck leaving Georgia, going to the NFL draft, pulling himself out, signing with Miami, making all the money, driving a Lambo, getting the Lambo stolen. So the thing is like, it's a lot of stuff, and you wonder what he's going to do.
4 to 6 weekdays. 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
Good morning. This is Joanna with your weather forecast from ESPN Northwest Florida on this Friday. A variety of some clouds and a chance of thunderstorms this afternoon and evening with a wind coming out of the east around 8 miles per hour and a high of 85. Tonight, look for possible thunderstorms and partly cloudy skies with a temperature near 76. Tomorrow, a high around 85 and some clouds in the morning and then definite thunderstorms. This weather forecast is brought to you by Earthworks of Northwest Florida. Thank you for keeping that dial on ESPN Northwest Florida. Rely on it.
Tired of boring merch and want your brand to stand out like the big names? Elevate your look with Red 7 Tees. They don't just print shirts, they create bold identities. They are a veteran-owned custom apparel shop providing the kind of detail that turns heads, using high-quality digital printing and embroidery to give you that unique style you love with no minimums or cookie-cutter designs. From small business to sports teams, if you've got a vision, they'll help you wear it proudly. Visit red7tees.com.
Are you looking for a place to take a leak? Do you have a truck, tractor, or other hydraulic equipment leaking or not performing as it should? At Reliable Hydraulic Solutions, we can get you back to work. Do you have a busted or leaking hose? We can typically replace them while you wait. Hydraulic cylinder or pump needing repair? In many cases, we can have it back to you the next day. Reliable Hydraulic Solutions, 6840 Highway 77 in Southport, just south of Tractor Supply. The best place in town to take a leak.
You don't know what his problem is. But it's probably hard to pronounce and untreatable.
That don't feel so good.
The Coach James Hale Show is live and local from the J. Michaels Studio, ESPN Northwest Florida.
And welcome back, 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida. I got a question for you guys. These are some hot college coaches that they absolutely must be successful this year. Meet the standards, wherever the standards are at that university. Let's go down the list and see, do they make, just real simple, do they make it? LSU Brian Kelly, does he make it? Does he live up to what he needs to do?
If they think he's going to win a national championship, I'm going to say no. And I think that's what LSU wants. But I see 3-4 losses for LSU,
Steve?
as good as they are.
No way. They set the bar awfully high at LSU. They just won a baseball national championship. They won a football national championship now to parlay it, and I don't see it happening.
Yeah, if a national title is your expectation, I would say no also.
Alabama, DeBoer, year 2.
I say yes. I think adding the offensive coordinator is going to make a huge difference.
They'll give him another year, at least another year. But if it's not a very good year this year,
he better be in the playoffs.
He's hot.
He better be in the playoffs.
He's got to win at least 10. They'll do that. So I say yes.
All right, the big one. He's getting a lot of hype. I'm on this train. I'm gonna say the jinx gonna go away. Big Ten wins 3 in a row. It's not Ohio State. I got a feeling it's gonna be pinned. It's just a gut feeling I have. I know you think I'm crazy. Does Franklin live up to it?
You're crazy. No. I mean,
does James Franklin?
Probably yes, because I'm not a big Ten guy. I think the strength of schedule, they always do really good beating up on the Indiana.
And his non-conference is
Wisconsin.
Yeah,
and they're like, hey, they're undefeated. Yeah, but the strength of schedule's in that 60s.
Right.
Jim?
I would say no.
Okay.
He's got to go to Ohio State.
Auburn's Hugh Freeze. Does he get, I think 8 games. I think that's what they're expecting, at least 8. He's already saying he can win 10. I'm going to say Auburn's going to do it. They're going to be good.
I think they're super talented. I think 7-8 wins is definitely doable. I don't see them get to 10, though.
Negative Nancy. I don't see them happening. Hasn't in the past. I mean, past results sometimes predict future.
Well, I've talked about this a lot. They may win 8, but I don't think they're going to beat Georgia, and I don't think they're going to beat Alabama.
I got to take this call after this question.
So 8 wins with those 2 losses, I say no.
They get Alabama at home. If they're ranked, they're going to beat Alabama.
If they lose to Baylor, they could go 6-6, and he'd be done.
But that's the key.
That's the key game.
All right, here we go. I watched this special. It's on Netflix any given Saturday in the South. We got to watch it. Florida just had Billy Napier was talking about his dad and started crying. His dad was a coach. And that's when everybody was trying to fire him. He'd walk off the field. They're cussing him like you would not believe. He turned that setback to a comeback, a negative to a positive. They finished strong. They win their bowl game. And does he make it at Florida?
Just depends on the expectations. I don't see them making the playoffs with that schedule. I think they're really talented.
I think it's 9. He needs to get to 9.
And Lagway, still not healthy completely. He's walking in a boot. What's his status? I mean, there's a lot of questions. I'm going to say no.
As a Gator alumni, I wanted to see him do well, but it all revolves around, I hate to say one player, but DJ Lagway. He's the linchpin, I think, in whether they're in a playoff team or maybe not even miss a bowl. He's that big a deal to that offense. So, I'm probably a homebody saying this. I think he's going to have a successful season.
To win 9, DJ's got to play the whole year. And I'm like, Steve, I don't know. So far, he hasn't really shown the ability to do that. So I'm going to say no.
Gators are back. They're going to get to 9.
We'll see.
I like
Hopefully
it.
They might even get in. They might.
Hell of a schedule.
They might.
If they win 9 games, they
That's
should.
what's going to kill. Yeah, you're right. We got a caller. I'm sorry I waited too long to bring him on. Good morning, sir.
Hey, how y'all doing today?
Hey, how you doing, Mr. Bixby?
Clayton Bixby here. It's a great Friday. Great weather out here. I got a Bud Light in my hand driving around. This is amazing weather, Coach. I'll tell you what.
Hey, War Eagle, baby. War Eagle.
Hey, y'all talking about the Gators? Steve Moss, listen here. I guarantee 9 wins, sir. 9 wins.
I like it. I'll take it. Absolutely.
And they're going to beat those criminals, a.k.a. Florida State, by 40 points. Mark it down.
Well, Coach didn't mention Norvell on the
He was next on the list. Let's do it right now.
Okay.
Mr. Bixby, does Norvell survive at Florida?
Florida State.
Florida State. Does he make it this year?
Who?
There's your answer.
Exactly.
My man.
All right, Jason, does he make it?
No. Short and sweet.
I don't see it. It's got to be better than last year. Good grief, that was a dumpster fire. It's got to be better. But even if he doubles the wins from last year, that's not bowl eligible.
Right.
Yeah. Does he make it?
Yeah, I'm going to say no.
I'm going to say yes. I'm going to say he makes a bowl game. And like you said, you win 7 games. You only won 2 before. He'll be back. Gus, I'll tell you what, they got a great replacement right there on staff. Gus Malzahn.
But is 7 wins at Florida State enough to keep your job?
Yeah, is that the standard?
I don't know.
Your bowl. I mean, has the bar been lowered so much at FSU that you're just excited to make a bowl now?
And how'd you do against Clemson? How'd you do against the Gators? I mean, that's still
and
matters.
Miami.
What'd you say,
In
Mr.
Miami,
Bigsby?
yeah.
I'm sorry.
I'm about to say, either shut the program down or join the MAC. I'm tired of them.
The SEC wants them.
They're terrible.
All right. Does Dabo meet all the hype this year with Clemson? He said they're going to go 16-0.
That's their goal.
I'm saying no to 16-0, but I love Dabo. Does he?
Coach,
Yes, go ahead.
did you see they did a tradition on ESPN, top 4 college football traditions, and they got that stupid thing with Clemson running down the hill. My God, anybody can do that. My fat wife can do it. That's ridiculous.
Jason, do they make it?
No to 16-0, yes to the playoffs.
Probably the playoffs. I mean, again, the ACC is relatively weak in regards to their other teams they have to play.
They got everybody back, the quarterback.
Yeah, I mean, I think they could probably sleepwalk and have.
But no national championship?
That's a
I don't
stretch.
see that one.
That's a
Jim, does he
stretch.
make it?
There's not going to be
Are you shocked that he came out and said what he did?
I am.
Honestly, yeah, I am surprised. They're not going to be 16-0. They may make the playoffs, but I'm not just saying because it's Clemson. I mean, nobody's going to go 16-0.
Let's do the first week of the season. Just be quiet, let your work do the talking, and then you can talk.
Right. All right, Oklahoma. Venables, does he survive? Everybody, all this love on Oklahoma, I don't get it. But we talk about Lagway that way. We talk about how important he is. Maybe this new quarterback, new offensive coordinator, all these transfers they brought in, maybe they got the magical dust over there. And does he save his job this year?
I say yes, and I'm starting to buy into it a little bit. They had their top 6 receivers out last year for the entire season, so they were throwing to basically 3rd and 4th stringers. So he's going to have his receiver quarterback. John Mateer's an excellent quarterback. They got an offensive coordinator, and we know Venables can coach defense. So I'm saying he gets to 8 wins and saves his job.
Steve?
Do you see Oklahoma in the playoffs? I don't.
No.
And if that's
people are mentioning them,
right? And if that's the bar that they've set at Oklahoma, then I think he's probably gone if they don't make the playoffs.
New ADs. Let's ask Mr. Bigsby, our expert. What do you think, Mr. Bigsby? Does Oklahoma coach save his job? You know, at Oklahoma, they got a new athletic director. What happens at Oklahoma?
No, I see them win about 7 games. I think he's fired. But, Coach, I got to go. I'm getting ready to do some things. Are y'all going to be at Newby's tonight? Jim Bob, I'll get you a beer and some that rum runner drink. You going to be there?
No, I won't be there.
Buying free drinks.
Start without me.
Yeah,
that's your last chance, sir. Jason, you got Ozempic at your store? Ozempic?
No, we don't sell Ozempic out of the store.
Okay, well, I got to find some for my wife. All right, guys, y'all have a great weekend.
That's wrong.
We have other products, though. You can come by and talk to us.
Thank you, Mr. Bigsby. All right, have fun in Springfield. Lincoln Riley, USC. I think he's fine. I think if he wins, they hadn't fired him yet. He wins 9 games, and he could this year.
They bought him a lot of talent over the last year and a half. This last recruiting class is number 1. I mean, they got a ton of talent coming in. They got a better defensive coordinator. I think he gets to 8-9 wins, but I'm not totally sold on Lincoln Riley.
You think he's okay, though?
I think he's okay, but not sold.
It's sad, when it used to be, we would talk about Southern Cal being the national title every year.
They were blue blood, man.
They were blue blood, the pedigree, and now you're like, well, maybe they're bowl eligible, maybe not. They've really lowered the bar on what's successful there. And so
I agree.
I don't know if he makes it or not.
I'm going to say no.
All right, we got about 30 seconds. We got to go quick. The last one, Rule, Nebraska. Somebody used to be a blue blood. It's sad what's happened. They went to a real conference. What's happened? Does he make it?
Don't see a huge difference in the past. Maybe 7-8 wins at best.
They'll give him another year because, again, they're not what they're used to be, and I think they know they're not what they used to be.
Yeah, he'll get another year. He'll get more time.
Jason, tell us where your 2 stores are located.
We're on 23rd Street in the Del Coronado Village between DeSiki's and Black Sheep Armory, and we're in Pier Park North next to Dick's Sporting Goods.
Steve, everything going good? School district? Great. Hey, congratulations. School grades were incredible. Great job.
First day of school is going to be on Monday here in Bay County. If you see a lot of school buses out there on the roads today, it's because they're doing their test runs today. Wow. So you'll see a lot of buses out there. School is not in today, but they will be on Monday. So be careful. Slow down a little bit because, honestly, parents and students are still trying to figure out what to do and how to do it. But Monday, the first day of school here in Bay County.
Tell Coop we said hello.
Thanks, Coach. Go Gators.
We're out. 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
ESPN Northwest Florida.
Colin Cowherd. So when a quarterback is unproven, like Caleb Williams or like J.J. McCarthy, camp matters more, not just for the player, for the staff.